If you feel that the rest of the participants of a meeting are able to follow the discussion, but you are not, should you interrupt and clarify your query? This is a situation that junior business analysts may often come across. The answer to this is yes, and the reason for it is that you being the business analyst, you should be the person who should be most clear on what is being discussed. There are several reasons for this. 1. If you have not understood the discussion points, you will be unsure on how to decide the next steps as you will not be confident. So, even though the meeting is over, you may need to check with the different stakeholders individually and thereby making you end up in a situation that is worse than what existed before the meeting. 2. If any of the project stakeholders who were not part of the meeting want to understand what has happened during the meeting, it will be you who will be contacted. And it will not look good if you say that you are unsure on the outcome of what has been discussed. 3. The development team who rely on you for the requirements will also be unsure on the discussion outcome and hence will have an impact on the development and testing. 4. It can also be the case that even though it may appear that the other participants of the meeting have understood the discussion, they may not have thought about the query that you have in mind. So, asking your question may open up the possibility of making the point more clear to all of them. How can you achieve this? You can achieve this by developing the habit of sending minutes of meeting after every meeting. When you are unclear about something, as you will not be able to put them in the minutes of meeting, you will make it a point to listen more carefully and clarify your queries during the meeting. If at all, due to time constraint, you are not able to clarify your question, at least as you have raised it during the meeting, you will be able to put that as an open item in the minutes of meeting and track it until it is closed. Having said that, there may be few instances in which you may avoid asking repeated questions until you get the full clarity. 1. If the question that you are about to ask was already discussed in one of the previous meetings and the decision made was circulated as part of the minutes of meeting, then you need not ask it now again because you can always refer back to the minutes of meeting whenever required. Moreover, asking this now can create a confusion with the stakeholders as according to them, this was already a closed point. 2. The meeting is being facilitated by someone else and he or she has offered to discuss with you offline to clarify your query. In such cases, even though the meeting is over, officially you have additional time now in order to get more clarity on your query. 3. If the query is not very relevant at this stage of the project and is not directly linked to the level of clarity that you are expecting from this meeting, then you may park it for now as you can raise this in subsequent meetings that you will be having on the project. So these were few points why I feel that business analysts should always ask and clarify their queries during the meetings. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.